Welcome back to Extra Holiday Games. I'm Extra Holiday, and I have a stream later this morning. I kind of spent a bit too much time doing other things, meaning watching YouTube. But yes, I have a stream. By now, the stream announcement video has already gone up, so my schedule should be out there already. But yes, it's Mondays 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. Thursdays 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. No, yes, 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. And then Sundays 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. That's the current schedule as of this recording. And it's one of those days. It's one of those days today. And I still don't know what game I'm going to be playing, actually. I mean, there's the standby. I could always just play League, but I kind of have other plans. Kind of have other things I want to play. So, I don't know. I do know what I'm going to be playing for my stream after this. That's going to be a secret. Actually, this will probably come out after that stream. I'm continuing Pokemon Snap on stream instead of on the channel because I don't know, it felt like a better stream game than a channel game, you know? Hold on. Yeah, okay. I knew that wasn't just a one chance or you lose type of deal. Yes, Pokemon Snap. Probably like 3 days before this comes out would be when I streamed it. But yes, I will do that sometimes, as I will stream games that I start on the channel on my Twitch channel and then finish them there, because some games I feel like don't really fit the Let's Play format that well. And I think new Pokemon Snap is kind of one of them. Just because the awkward length of each trip through a stage, it kind of makes it a little weird. But it's fine. I was definitely too late on that, but I managed to survive anyway. Ow! I haven't talked about this stage at all since I started playing it again. Like the last episode or this episode. But I'm a bit scared that I just end up saying what I said the last time I played, the last few batches I made of this game. Like, yeah, it's hard, and it's slippery, and spiky things are annoying. But you all already know that. You all can tell that. You all know that I'm annoyed here. Alright, so do I really need to say it? Nah, I don't think so. And I think I got as long as I've got other things to talk about, I don't feel too bad just talking about that instead. I will say, I'm glad that the Pokies in this level, in the snow levels specifically, do not hurt you with their head like regular Pokies do. Because that would make this even harder. I'm curious, because I haven't actually seen it, but I'm curious how many people have actually beat this world. This super world, I should say. Because it's been a while, so people have had time. And Ross is not an unknown guy. People know him for his Mario Maker stuff. So clearly a lot of people have played the world. But how many have actually beaten it? I'm going to assume that the Grumps beat it. Because I know there's a lot of episodes that I didn't watch because they got farther than I did. So I'm going to, but I know that the objective was to beat it. As to who else, as far as internet personalities go, I know Matt Pat was playing it, and he may or may not have beaten it. I don't know. Again, he's another one I stopped watching because I believe he caught up to me. And then I want to say Gerard the Completionist played this world. I mean, I'd be surprised if he didn't beat it because, you know, completionist. Who was it? I think it was Trihex. Yeah, that's who I was watching also. I don't remember if I watched him play this world, but I remember watching him playing a lot of Mario Maker back around the time that this world came out. So he's really good, so I expect that he probably would have beaten it if he played it. And then, of course, you've got, you know, random people who don't record themselves playing who probably beat it. And of course, there's I imagine that there's at least like 100 of them, right? Like most people are gonna get past a few levels, get stuck somewhere, and give up, right? Because they got other things to do. They don't other games to play. They don't need to. They don't need to beat it. And in a sense, neither do I. But I really wanna. And what I'm saying is not everyone is gonna push themselves to beat it. And it pretty much no matter who you are, you do have to push yourself because these levels are hard. Like, these are not easy levels. And they're designed to be not easy levels. So it makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna say most people who played at least part of the world, most people who played part of the world only played part of the world and not the whole thing. So that's my guess. I'd be very, very surprised were that not the case. See, now something like my world, if I had completed it by now, or when I complete it, I might still do that. Actually, maybe I should. Maybe that's what I should do on stream. Maybe I should make Mario Maker levels. Well, maybe I don't do that this stream, or maybe I do. I don't know. It kind of just depends on what I feel like. I kind of had some other ideas I was thinking about, but I guess I'll add that to the list. Because that is something I could do. I do want to finish my Super World. It's definitely not done just yet. Ow. So yeah, maybe that's what I do this stream, or you know what, it will probably be on a stream that I finish that world, or at least work on it, because I like making things, and Mario Maker levels are no exception. Okay, not quite. Yeah, see, the thing is, right, you say like, oh man, you're streaming now? That's crazy. Like, oh man, how could you bring yourself to stream? But like, I mean, some people, it's certainly not for everyone, right? Some people are gonna get real nervous at the idea that, you know, they're playing a video game live in front of everyone. But the thing is, right, the thing about streaming is, it gives me an excuse to do a lot of things that I wouldn't otherwise have an excuse to do. Like, even if I ain't got anybody watching, right? Just just saying like, oh yeah, I'm making Mario Maker levels so that other people can watch me do it, you know? That's more acceptable in my mind than, for myself at least, than just saying like, oh, I'm just making Mario Maker levels, right? Because it feels more productive. It feels like I'm multitasking, basically. And of course, I feel like many of us are at a point in our lives where we feel like if we're not multitasking, then we're not being productive enough. So, I mean, it's kind of similar with this channel too. I should say. Making extra holiday games means that I have an excuse to play games when otherwise I'd be like, oh, I should be working on schoolwork, or I should be working on, it's just other work stuff, or like other being productive in other ways. You know, it scratches the itch to make something for me, and I like that. I like that I can scratch that itch while doing something that I enjoy, which is, playing video games. And that's why I want to make this my job. That is 100% the reason. Because I get to do a thing I want to do while actually, making something of it. Not just doing it, but making something while I'm doing it. And that's something for other people to consume and hopefully enjoy. Yeah. I don't know that I'd ever really put that into words for myself, but that's really what it is. It's, I don't need to restate it. I've said it a million times, but yeah, that's what it is. And I kind of glad that I just put that into perspective for myself, because I feel like I kind of started losing sight of that. Like, if I weren't, I guess I should ask myself, what would I be doing if I weren't, making EHG and streaming and stuff? And the answer is either I would just be playing these games by themselves, or I would be probably working myself into the ground on something else. So, yeah, I don't feel as bad now that I've just basically given myself a pep talk about playing these games, spending my time recording myself playing games. It's, what? I feel good. I feel good now. I'm glad I was able to cheer myself up. 3 lives, huh? That means actually nothing here, because lives just put you at the start of the level, or running out of lives just puts you at the start of the level, which is not a big deal, because that's where I'm starting from anyway. I mean, I guess I have to spend some time, like 30 seconds at the game over screen, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's not that big a deal. 2 lives left. Would you believe I've never actually seen an episode of Sesame Street? It's funny, people talk about long-running shows. They're like, oh man, One Piece, it's running so long. And then it's like, oh yeah, you want to know what's run longer? Sesame Street. It's got like thousands of episodes. It's kind of insane. Oh man, oh man. And I can only assume that it's still going, right? I haven't heard anything of it recently. I guess I think the last I heard of it was like, oh yeah, Katy Perry was on Sesame Street, and it's like, okay, well that dates it to be like 2013, but I'm pretty sure they're still going, and they'll probably still be going next time, because as for this episode, that's a wrap. bet you Katy Perry couldn't beat this level.